Music can put so much beauty in the world. It's kind of like a spiritual exercise. It's not as logical as therapy or reading or some other things that we do. It's hard to explain the power that music has. It inspires us, makes us feel something, makes us cry, makes us dance, and that is such a powerful gift that we have music in our lives. For every man, woman, and child, even Jesus got his crown. Music can be people's way of voicing their frustration, their anger, their passion, their love, their desire for justice, the idea that we're all striving for a better world, to love each other more, to see each other more clearly, and to care about justice and equality for each other. Some of my songs have been about that.
And we are not going back, we're going forward.
When the glory comes.
I wrote these songs inspired by people out there fighting, people trying to change the world, and in turn, when I put them out into the world, those songs help inspire some of those same people to keep fighting, to know that I'm with them and that our music can help them keeping on. Whether you want to make a moment or start a movement, this songwriting class is for you. I was inspired by all these great leaders and activists who fought for justice, and I also was inspired by musicians who wanted to use their music to make the world better. So I was growing up, in the 80s and 90s. I knew that Stevie Wonder, for instance, wrote Happy Birthday as a way of advocating for a holiday for Dr. Martin Luther King. I knew that so many musicians marched with Dr. King and other civil rights activists. And so I believed that part of my role as a successful musician could be me making my community stronger and better and fighting for equality and justice. So I wrote this essay at 15, envisioning where I wanted to be in my life when I was older, how I was going to make Black history. I'll read you a little bit of the essay. I said, it is important for strong men and women to be in the forefront and to lead in the struggle for success. I plan to impact society by developing my own character and being a leader in the community by example. I plan to use my social skills and my musical talents to be a positive role model for my fellow Afro-Americans. I envision a successful musical career that will allow me to attain high visibility in the community. This, in turn, will put me in a position of great influence, which I will utilize in order to be an advocate for the advancement of Blacks in America. And I plan to be one of these future Black history makers of tomorrow.
Did you win the contest?
I won the local competition, yes. I got first place in the Dayton area. I guess it went to the national, and I didn't win that one. I learned so much since I was 15. But one thing that stayed true was I wanted to do this, and here I am doing it. And if you find your voice, and if you figure out who you are, and if you stand out from the rest, not just fit in, not just try to follow the trends, but if you stand out, then I think that's the way to establish yourself with longevity and with real impact. In this class, you're going to learn about songwriting, what comprises a song, the melody, the chord progression, the lyrics. If you think about roses are red, violets are blue, we're going to talk about structure, how songs are put together, what patterns we can recognize. So it's kind of like A, B, C, B rhyme structure.
Let it wash to the valley.
We're going to talk about how to take your song from being just a song to an arranged song that is put out on a record. Oh, I like that one. Let's use that one.
You know that love in me.
We're going to talk about genre and blending genres and using your different influences to make up your own style and your point of view. And hopefully, will make all of you better songwriters, better musicians, and better recording artists. I just wrote a brand new song called Free, and I wrote it in response to the invasion of Ukraine by Russia. I was watching the news, I was moved by what I was seeing. I was so inspired by people fighting for freedom, people fighting for their democracy, so inspired by Russians protesting in the street, knowing that they could get arrested for it. And I was thinking about all of those things, about how we need peace, we need freedom, we need to fight against racism and fight for equality. And I wanted to write a song called Free in response to that. And I'm going to talk with you today about my writing process for this song and how I take the song into a full recording that I'll put out into the world.
Rain down, freedom, rain down till we're all free.
I developed my process through trial and error. I just started trying to write songs. They were not great songs at the time, but you have to start somewhere, and your first song is probably not going to be your best song. But if you start, then you can start figuring out what works for you. And I decided that the verse should be in those same chords. I'm hopefully going to give you some shortcuts so you don't have to have too much error on the way to you figuring things out. So I decided I'm going to use the idea of peace as like a physical thing. You can follow along in my songwriting process and use that process to help you write a song. And then I end it with, let it fly across the sky, a banner so high that even the rockets will see. Songs are core to who we are. They're such an important part of our humanity. You can share yours with the world. I'm John Legend, and this is Masterclass.